Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Today we are going to quell Avalok's frenzy and then just see how far we get with the MSQ until we have to level again. Also, if we still have to do some research or something for the and stuff. I'm not sure. So currently I'm gonna go and rest real quick because I see that the Rapidash is not at its best. I would also like to make some potions and stuff. Okay, I don't actually think we need that. Oh, whoopsie. In the end, I probably will just have to use Sneezer for the most part. Because that's still the most reliable to get around this map. Sure, I could probably use the bird to speed shit up here. Why, if it isn't Coco, what a pleasure finding a familiar face or any face in this far corner of Alabasta Islands. I came to bring Garrick an order of sword caps, and he was more than willing to have a chat about Avalok. What do you say? Interested in a bit of gossip? Oh, have some mercy. Can't you see I'm dying to tell what I've learned? Well, I'll tell you anyway. So, Avalok, yes, the fifth of Hisui nobles. That he is, and you know what? He's an absolute beast. Well, yes, according to what I was told, not only does he barrage you with chunks of ice, he also fires off massive icicles, and he can cause sharp ice crystals to erupt from the ground below you. Doesn't that seem a bit too powerful to take on? What's more, apparently the Avalok of old could be up to 100 feet tall. Doesn't that seem a bit too big to take on? Oh, you'll be alright. You just have to eat some sword caps, then give your training your all. Nothing better for building muscle than that. Onward now, to the arena. Yes, well, I did want to see that Avalox, but perhaps not at the cost of my life. So I suppose my freezing digits and I will be off. That's kind of cute. Having them sit in a hot spring together. So we are to quell Avaloq, as you wished. In the end, the strength of your feelings won out. Or maybe your real strength comes from the way that you walk among both people and Pokemon. Well, I suppose I'd better get to work making some bombs using that eternal ice. I've heard how they are made, and with muscles like mine, it'll only be a moment's work. And there you have it. If you truly wish to quell Avaloq, then walk on. The path lies before you. But know that Avaloq will hurl chunks of ice at you without relent. You'll need unrivaled dodging ability. Huh? Oh, wait. Now I know why I'm... yeah. I was playing on my Vita a bit yesterday, and I got the confirm and so on a bit confused here. I guess this is going to be more of a gimmicky fight. Let me see, we have to put the camera up here a bit. Why is this shit not... I don't get it. Let's see, who else do I have? Okay, that was also not great. Not sure what ice does against steel. Also going to use Reviver for the downed Pokemon. Oopsie. Okay, let's try this. No. Let's see. At least Earth shit shouldn't. Uh-oh. Okay, that one was... Oh, fuck. Nope. I'll have to do that again. Okay, but it is fine. Yes, it's fine. Please just restart the battle. I also... Oopsie. That was technically not the one I wanted. Ha. No. That is the attack that I haven't quite gotten how to dodge that now. Yes, yes, yes. We are attempting this again. For the other ones, I'm just greedy, but that one is just a... What the fuck, why is that not doing its job? I do not get this one. Is there like a way to redo this? Come, let's just redo this. I know a lot of that it is just like my greed and my and my impatience. I am aware of that. Huh? Why did that not help? I don't get it. This guy has to be ground or whatever shit. I don't know. I would know otherwise why. Or like stone or something. Okay, let's get in position first. Nice. Okay, so this is how this is supposed to go. Which side are we starting on? This one, okay. See if Lucario lives through that. Nope. I'm not a fan of this in general because every Pokemon can have so many different moves now. That no matter what you face, the chances that it has one thing that's super effective against your type is like high enough that it's going to be annoying. Character, you needn't look quite so downcast. But seeing mighty Everlock quelled, and by such a slight child, A child that fell from the very sky. Is this Coco girl some kind of monster in disguise? She's no monster. She's the one who risked her life without a second thought in order to quell our frenzied suffering nobles. Coco, Jerry cares for the Pearl Clan with all his heart and believes in Almighty Sinnoh just as deeply. So he has feared more than any of us that getting involved with the Diamond Clan and your Galaxy team could cause our people to flag in their devotion to Almighty Sinnoh. But that will change. Irida? I know your fears will change once you see what I've seen. Coco has much to teach us. She's shown us how we can overcome all manner of strife, so long as our Pokémon are with us. She's made me want to help Glaceon realize greater strength as well, and to see my whole world grow broader. It seems you've already changed, Irida. I knew you could pull that off, Coco. You quelled every last frenzied noble. So, is that space-time rift going to start closing up now, or what? There's little way of knowing for sure, though the rift does seem perhaps a little smaller somehow. Let's hope so anyway. Well, with any luck, things will settle down from now. Although, even if the wrist does start spitting out more of that strange lightning, we could still be alright as long as we've got Coco. Indeed, we should be. It's good to have her at our side. You know something, Rita? We might never agree on who's got it right about Almighty Sinnoh, but you Pearl Clan folk aren't all that bad in my book. Look who's finally seen reason. Anyway, now that we've quelled the last noble, I say we pay grim old Commander Kamado a visit and see if he'll finally crack a smile for us. Okay, before I go to the main quest, I want to try something. Is this considered a full moon currently? Because it looked like that on the other map. But here I can't see it. You can stay for a second. And we're trying again with the Ursa ring to maybe make an Ursaluna. I can't see the moon currently. sure if it's intentionally hidden behind yes, I can use it now. Okay, now we can put that guy back. And get Lucario back on the team. I was thinking I could hope for one of those space-time distortion things. This way. I was the completely wrong way. Oh wait, there is a kinda sure that this technically was supposed to be jumpable. But I'm also just too lazy. I was looking like someone was really trying. to get the ape here. See if I get lucky. Nope. Because I'm not keen on actually fighting. Okay, I really want to. Of course he gets to start. Would have been too easy if he didn't get to start. I'm not sure how I think just like catching a whole lot of things would cause the distortions. Let's see if I already finished the little apes. Okay, reset level 5. So that's where we can totally still do something about it. Yeah, I don't care about the birds. Because those are finished for sure. The small snails should also be finished. Yes. Now let's see about some bigger snails. Those are very much not finished research yet. Nice. So I should probably catch one more and then we're going to just hunt them down. For this guy, there isn't even a task for killing them. Technically, I'm done with these guys. I don't know what makes the bees spawn on this island. I think I've seen them, but I don't know what kind of weather condition they want. Okay, let's look at the bigger snails again. So, catching them, heavy specimens, killing them. I had a new kind of berry that I haven't collected yet. Okay. If I catch 2 more while they're unaware, that would give me enough. I had kind of hoped for the bees to spawn here. And now I mean, that at least makes sense with all of the monkeys around, that there would be bananas here. Okay, no, it's not, no small apes yet. Oh no, there is new ones, and new one. Have to sneak all the way around. Nice. That should finish up his stuff too. I should look for this one, Cobalt Coast. If the reward would be to get a Firestone. Yeah. Because I still need 1 or 2 Firestones, actually. For Pokemon that I would actually like to have. Let me really quickly check something. Did I finish this, guys? Yes. That was what I was going for. Is it only the merit points that I get? Is it not also the displayed item? No, it's seemingly only the merit points. Sadness. Oopsie. Not want to make this a favorite, actually. Catching, defeating. I want to get that alpha guy because it is supposedly probably also a heavy specimen. Nice. There's another one. I like guaranteed big guys. Okay, so if I kill one more, that should also be the end of this research. Okay, so we should at least get some Pokemon here. And finish up like some research here. Especially because it is only like 700 more points. Okay, I've defeated one. I have to catch a bunch of them. Without being spotted and whatever. Okay, for these guys. I've caught a few. And I do think I have a quest to like finish these guys up. Let's just try and kill some. Sorry. Oh, okay. So I don't know how my research on the haunter. Okay, I'm done with these guys. Okay, always the first one I defeated, so that's fine. That's research. I have to fight some of these. I have to catch some of these. Let's see with the next one how my research is going to do. Okay, I have enough research here. Let's see. Catching is still fine, and itch. If I have to kill you, like so, it's going to be with grass moves. Okay, I spot a Pokemon that I haven't caught yet. Okay, defeating, catching large ones. I don't think that one counts as a large one. That guy is fucking huge. Nice. Okay. Nice, that was a light one. Okay, you get killed first. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. Please turn around. Nice. Ooh. Okay, let's check on the research for this one again. What is yelling over there? Okay, one more research thing. So you get to die. I will just Google where the guy for the snow camp is. Okay. Wait. Why did I not see him? I went past it a few times. Yeah, you can have like one of these monkeys here. I'm just going to report it to see how far I am with the research thing. Okay. We're pretty good. I'll also have a look at the new requests if there's something that I can just hand in. And I do know that I have this one, yeah. Yeah, that Vulpix quest was the one that I wanted to do. Because that will give me an Alola one. Okay. Okay, we have to set the quest active that I want to do. There's one already. Okay, one is up there. Okay, I can already see one down there. But I first want to have a look if something is here. I'm so sorry. The microphone mute thing doesn't work currently because of Windows update problems. And I forgot about that before I started the stream. I set the microphone stuff for the... There is one. Ow. Oh wow, did that really kill me? I was trying to get on the breviary. Fuck. Of course I lost the good stuff. Only the good stuff. How would that be any... How could that be any different? Okay, I have to get there again. The recoils are brutal in this game. At least those Vulpix are stationary. Right, that should be the last one. Now we can get our very own one. That is the only one of these that you can get in this game. Okay, now I could just do a new round of evolving stuff. Put the Vulpix here. I will first have to get a stone for that. Let's move these to the still to evolve pile. The thing is, I will have to get an ice stone first. I need like 2 more fire stones and an ice stone that I sadly cannot easily buy without like grinding, getting those satchels. Which I'm not super keen on. Okay, also, real quickly, I'm going to move them just so that I can go ahead with the evolving stuff that I want to do. Okay, it should be... Do I have like different levels of these? I can evolve this guy and... What was the other one? I can evolve one of these. So then I can hand in the like research of evolving them. That is the one, and then we have the other one. Okay, now they can just be stuffed back in here. Yeah, now I just have to figure out how to get the stones and stuff, like, easily. Okay, let's go back to town first. Nice. Let me see. think that is going to be an actual cave I can enter, right? That's going to be like one of those shortcut things. Oh no, it is actually enterable. Even if it's still a shortcut. If they were a bit more specific with this quest stuff, like this specific one, I would totally be fine with actually using Ursaluna, looking for it, etc. But because they're not forthcoming with any kind of information on what kind of, like, on what part of the map I have to look at it, I kinda don't really see the appeal. Oh, that is great. That is absolutely what I want. Thank you very much. I think with that I might have, like, fixed my resource problem on the stones. I know that she is going to be lost again as soon as I walk out of the room. Good thing that she always swaps out the handkerchief that she has, so that we have like a fresh trail for Ursaluna. wrong side of the lake. Yeah. Back to town. Soon we're going to be done with the quest line and with the collection of... What is he selling here? Oh wow, nice. But also... should probably have all that stuff in my suit food root, springy mushroom, and hopo berry. Nice. Okay. And she will immediately be gone again. I guess because I did all the requests there, they have like upgraded majorly. Is it actual styles or is it just recolors? Because so far we have like a handful. No, it's probably going just some recolors that I haven't seen yet, or that I don't actually get that they are new stuff. I was probably the wrong camp, but it's fine. Yeah, it was the wrong camp. Okay, and now we should be on the last quest. Plot twist. Now we're looking for the other one. I mainly did this quest line because I'm supposed to be getting an ice stone, which I need for that Vulpix. Oh, there he is. Let's just try this. Nice. Okay. Right, but I did get an ice stone, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Then we can go back to town. I've evolved by now most. Or at least have to. Or I'm about to evolve the rest. Of the ones that you need an item for? We're like at least the ones that I want. I'm about to evolve the last few that can be evolved by item. Oopsie. No, we need to still. He looks very fancy. I think I might like her even more than the standard version. And that one is sadly a lot more derpy looking than the usual one, both in its small and big forms. Oh, I also forgot. While I'm at it and sorting shit, there should be a shiny Cuppador somewhere in my box. There it is. Magikarp, yes. I had the German name in mind. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and save. And then we're gonna go ahead with the main story. Each of the Pokémon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think peace would be restored to Hisui by the hand of our mysterious Riftborn helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a world restored to normalcy. At long last, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself at the wallflower and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget the Survey Corps' work is not over. It does not end until our people can live here in his way without fearing the Pokémon around us. Now we're going to talk about that potato emoji again, right? Thanks for this nice, sizable helping of potato emoji, Benny, old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else that you recommend, by all means, bring it out. Now that Avalok's quelled too, we can survey all over his read. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avalok needed quelling, but if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. I hate to think what kind of havoc the frenzied nobles could have wreaked if Coco never came to us. Still, even with all the nobles quelled, the rift doesn't seem to be closing, huh? Although, wait, if the rift were to disappear, would that mean Coco would be stuck here? Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution, I've no doubt. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, Coco. Now then, tomorrow is soon upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget what we've got our sights on. Nothing less than a completed Pokédex. With you around, that Pokédex is as good as complete. Hey, how about you just tag along? I just tag along as your assistant. Assistant? Come now, Ray. Don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Survey Corps too. Well, sure, I guess I am. In any case, time for a hearty meal and a heavy sleep. That didn't sound nice. Disaster looming. Doesn't sound great. I guess the rift exploded? This doesn't look good, Coco. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. I've word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Are they going to blame me? The way the sky has changed, it is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy, it struck the night that Coco fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Coco? Indeed, you've done all I ordered, but that does not answer the question of who you really are. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Coco has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you think she's got the sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn. Can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? This person, this stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee she is who she says? Who here can guarantee she is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Coco supposed to do then? She will be given the chance to investigate the latest disaster, but not as a member of Galaxy Team. She remains a suspect unless she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy Team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silene? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Coco? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team, but I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. This is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. That was like a quick 180 he did there. You're to be expelled from the village? Seriously? Orders are orders. Let's go. We can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept the stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort her from the village to the Fieldlands camp. I'll come too. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. I can't believe the boss would do this. You quelled all those nobles' frenzies under his own orders. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and, I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Coco more pain if you are driven out as well for defending her. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adamant or Arena might take you in. Though I'm afraid they're both already returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where Mate be if you want the Diamond Clan. Don't die alone out there, that's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Preload Beach? To complete the Pokédex? The dream simply won't come true without you. I don't really want to seek out Leon. I'd rather just go with the Diamond Clan. You, what in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokémon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try to put on a brave face. You've been a help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Though it must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Levo's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there is nothing I alone can do for you. Royden May might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You most likely find May at the Warren Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of history there is a place for you as well. Where is she? Okay. Nope. I mean, it would have totally been too easy to just leisurely go and investigate that rift instead of doing it in a hurry now. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan can end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weird there took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. They're all taking the easy way out. Those are supposed to be some of the aggressive ones. Suspicious guy again. Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? Found you at last, Coco. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose lose one of my favorite customers? Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite a pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners in the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know, it's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. This is actually quite pretty. Possibly one of the shirking your work to come pester me again. Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Miss Kogita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No mysteries, thank you. Just Kogita. And this is? Why, Coco, this is the woman of the hour. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokémon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. I really love her design. She has a great design. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Indeed, I'm to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There is much to be told. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells a mighty Sinnoh. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides above and below. Time traces the path we tread from the here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, lost one. Here's what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance. Lake Verity, Lake Valor, Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokémon set to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials, each will set you and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. You may receive the red chain with it. Perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you said? Do you mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I'm bound to pass them on. How careless of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? There's nobility in knowing that what must be done and seeing to it. You can see the location of the lakes. Wop, wop, wop. Mistress Cogita got a lovely workbench here. If you need materials, I'd be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokémon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go. I guess we have an Abra that's going to teleport shit or something? Hello, hello, it's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter addressed to you, Coco. Take a closer look. To Coco. You may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an Adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene, Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then. Now, then. So, we're to visit 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wondrous to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles too. Seems all quiet for the moment. And so here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Hi, Bagu boss. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing attention. So it'll be just one of us. Me or her, it's up to you, so the answer should be obvious. I mean, yes, the answer is quite obvious. Obviously, you choose me, right? Who gave you that Celestica flute in the first place? That's right, this strapping young man. Thought so, you can count on me. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? I'm not someone's scraps. I will keep watch on the commander. I imagine I'll hear something useful from him. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui region's Great Lakes to visit first. Right, and we'd better get a move on. No time to waste. I'll meet you wherever you decide to go. We'd be in hot water if we were seen traveling together. I'm counting on you to handle this, Adaman. Don't cause Coco more trouble. Can I make a few more bots? Just in case. We're also going to save just in case. Oh, I don't have my cute little card anymore. So, where are you headed? Let's start with the actual first region. I don't think this lake had Gyarados before. But maybe I just never went here good enough. Wait, we need to get him. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano, when it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokémon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. And that's how the old tales go anyway. Phone ringing. The guys were like slack-jawed mouths. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is that the arc phone the professor was going on about? Let's do this, Coco. Mistress Cogita seems quite intent that you would have to prove yourselves to all three of the Pokémon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Yep. Is this a like just straight up Pokemon battle, or is that a we're quelling stuff I am going to fight thing? There's something about this place I can't quite put into words. I kinda really want to catch that guy. Trance that thing, Coco. Prove to the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. But I'm not sure if I have enough Pokeballs to catch all three of them. Can I kind of look at you from the... I'm not quite sure what kind of type this guy is. Okay, I want to use maybe one not very effective thing. In the hopes that it doesn't kill it. Okay, no, it killed it. Never mind. It's going to be fine. Can tell by watching that you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls are truly understand one another. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. Feel a mysterious presence. Your emotions, share them with me. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. When you fell into this land, what stirred in your heart? How did it feel to bond with Pokemon that work together? What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? These seem to be kinda the same. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. I can't even imagine what that must feel like, having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. I can hardly even be surprised at things like these after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now, we've 2 legs left to visit. Yep, and I do have to rest somewhere so that my Pokemon get their stuff back. Looks like that worked out well, Coco. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Bolo. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't properly know how we come to worship Almighty Sinnoh in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to... Yes, we can go there, have a little break. Perfect, I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Mistress Bloom. So the legends told the truth. Then the red chain must be real as well. I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing, and it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess? But how? Why? Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I get it even less now. Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh, and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, we all have to do... All we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we will get the red chain. how nonchalant you sound, how confident of successes to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the tent to gawk at more ancient ruins. Okay, everyone is healed again. Maggie. We need more bolts. Maybe not quite as many. Then another safe. Just in case. So, where are you headed? Sure, let's go to this one. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokémon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokémon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the story says anyway. More phone magic. That they're still so surprised. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. I mean, probably just the one again, right? Now let's see what's waiting for us. A menacing... Wow, that one looks super cool though. I know you don't need me to tell you this, Coco, but I've still got to say it. Be careful around that thing. I guess that this one looks super cool. I think it's like the evolution of that Sora. So the little dog thing, dog foxy thing. Zoroark. Which is interestingly enough. Let's just see. I thought as much. Okay, nope, that was too much. Knew you could do it, Coco. More mysterious presences. Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dustclops. How many are there eyes? Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Oh my god, I don't know. Is Combi the one with the 3 faces or something? Zubat doesn't have eyes. Unknown has 1. Magneton should be 3. So, Combi technically has 6 eyes. So we have 6 eyes. 0 eyes. 1 eye. 3 eyes. And 1 eye, right? Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. I guess it was correct. Uxie's claw. Just 1 more to go. I assume all went well, Coco. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? I guess I can think of 2 reasons, to keep the chain safe and to test us. Perhaps you're right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all. Though, having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use beside mending the world. You could well be right. I guess we'll have no way of knowing until we get the red chain for ourselves. So, shall we return to Mistress Cogita's home? Yep. Wonderful. Then we can see if Mistress Cogita has any more insights to share with us. So, that Uxie's claw, I sense a warmth to it. The Pokémon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised the force, not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it. should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants? You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? That settles it, Coco. There's no time to lose. We've got one material left to find for the red chain. Let's go get it. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Pretty sure there weren't any Pokemon in here before. Do you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity, though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Arceus. When Arceus took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts. Or that is what legend would have us believe. Phone magic. Ooh, a cave appears when there was none, as if just for Coco. In we go. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care. Let's see what we're up against. That guy looks not nearly as cool as the one before. A menacing Pokemon awaits before you. Watch it, Coco. I've heard about this one from my grandfather. Those quills, they're venomous. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to catch this one. Why is that? Okay. I should have watched that beforehand. I didn't. That's my bad. This is going to not work. Because the only thing that has a super effective one also has like definitely is going to be one shot. Sorry, my guy. That's my Coco. So I'm going to be like blue, or is it going to be green? Blue. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. Okay, so we're kind of quelling it. Did those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you're meant to throw them at ourselves. Will you abandon this folly? Seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Looks like our lake's journey complete. Lake journeys complete. Seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm very excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we're to somehow bring together a world of humans, the world of Pokémon, and a world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. Showing up only when the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess. I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokémon, if you really wish to know. Right, but how do we make this red chain? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands? Then what are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste. Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. You received the red chain. So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last, I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Coco. Yet, things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forgo waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. What's he thinking? Even if he makes it up there, what can he do against a giant rift in space-time? Well, he doesn't know yet that our Coco has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's right, we've got to let him know that it'll be alright now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason then and call off the foolhardy plan of his. So am I allowed to be friends again? Wait, Coco, it's you. I can't believe I just let you pass right by. Thank goodness you're still alive. I mean, of course you are. I know you'd be alright. Wait 1 second. I'll go let the captain and the professor know you're back. Oh, my dear Coco. Professor, I know you've been worried about Coco, but there's no need to cry. I'm not crying. Do not mock your elders, if you please, Ray. And besides, weren't you the one who couldn't get a wink of sleep from all your worrying over your friend? You didn't have to tell her that. Just ignore him, Coco. Anyway, where's Captain Silene? Wasn't she coming with you, Professor? She's buried under a amount of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now that Commander Kamado's gone. Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the security corps in tow. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokémon that's been spotted on the other side. And since I'm such a fine fellow, I took over watching the gate for the security corps folk. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. No doubt your own past deeds earned you any help you may have received. Before moving forward, I must ask, I assume that you are here again because you've managed to learn something of use. Go on. You explain about the chain. A legendary tool set to bind the very world. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilee Village. The security corps had been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembles a Pokémon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountain so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. The boss may be tough, but it still seems like a bad idea to do something so risky without Coco's help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Coco, take that red chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You're officially reinstated at your former rank. Are you sure, Captain? The boss isn't around to prove that. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. What is that Lucario doing there? Sure, I can do a little battle at the training ground. Huh? I thought he was like battling at the training ground and stuff. Haha, mine was bigger. There you are, Coco. Rita's already headed to Mount Coronet. How are things looking here? The commander is already at Mount Coronet. He's already started up the mountain? He must be more reckless than the dignified manner of his lads on. Not that I can blame anyone for wanting to avoid wasting time. Well, alright then. Guess I'm going after him. Let me go first, Coco. If you were to show up with no warning, there'd probably be a fight. Time's a wasting. See you there. Who's the reckless one? Hey, you got run out of the village, right? You still try to find a way to help us all? That's right, Coco worked hard to get that red chain to help everybody. Too right. And a fine job she did too. The server corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relations with Pokémon. Thanks. Here, take this. Your orders are free. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. 3. Return here alive. I've heard the latest, so you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here, some max potions from me to celebrate. Looks like the big moment is upon us at last, but no doubt it'll be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. Both Adamant and Rita have headed to the peak as well. My good friend Coco, I wish you great fortune in the battles to come. I would truly regret losing one of her most beloved and loyal customers. Seems Kamado intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I will set up shop closer to the temple itself. Things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the Great Melee will be here for moral support at least. Let's just run past everyone, because there is supposed to be an alpha up here. Ow! What is Benny doing here? Oh, still alive and kicking? Sorry about having to shatter the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now, serving up some freshly grilled potato mochi. But the taskmaster Kamado's gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you once and for all. I'll make myself plain. As Kamado's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Kamado can't or won't do himself. I gave him my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plans. And besides, it's not just Kamado who longs to live in a new home free of fear or strife. His dream is mine now too. You've seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. When I heard you managed to quell those nobles, one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound? At last. One final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to molder all these long years. Okay. That was mean. He did the same to me that that I did to the Lucario. Wait a second, we'll just have a look first. So Ghost is going to be super effective and Steel is going to be super effective, right? No, no, Ghost and Steel. It feels like the other way around. She should have first gone for her stats. And then... Why? Why is it critting? Why? Such bullshit. Okay, now we get the other one of those two. Seems my ninja techniques will soon be consigned to history. Very good, young one. Very good indeed. But only a foolish ninja who tries to keep after a target they know they cannot beat. And to be honest, I don't hate you. Might actually like you after a fashion. At least for the skill you show in battle. But listen well, Coco. Pokémon are truly terrifying creatures. Kamado and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by maddened Pokémon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Kamado came here to Hisui, to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to achieve something truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme actions. If, hypothetical as it may be, a Pokémon were to appear from within that space-time rift, Kamado might lose hold of his reason. Save Kamado from himself, by force if you must. Do that, and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mochi than a human stomach can handle. So yeah, at least going to... Okay, yeah, I think everyone just got healed up. Okay, he just gives you the most important stuff. You've brought the red chain? Coco, you're the only one who can stop whatever is unfolding atop the mountain. That Pokémon that's apparently been sighted through the rift. I think it may be Almighty Sinnoh, but Commander Kamado stopped us from heading towards the temple. Talk sense is going to be hit sense. You again. I've heard that this red chain of yours will bind the world. I assume that to bind the world means to hold the world together, keeping it as it's meant to be. A welcome idea, but can I truly put my faith in such tales? Trust me, bro. I totally don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I've been told. What? Do you even think the red chain is some trick on Coco's part? She worked mightily to get that thing, and I should know. I was with her the whole time. I saw her rise to the trials set by the three Pokémon of the lakes. If she somehow concocted all of that on her own, then what hope do we even have anyway? Perhaps you're right. But if I were to simply place my faith in this girl, and that faith were to be betrayed, then how could I possibly face my people? Then work together with us. Should something go wrong, I'll take complete responsibility. Fine, enough. Let fate decide what happens next. Whichever of us is stronger will prevail. Face me with your Pokémon, Coco. Today we battle in earnest. Poor Ernest. Even if it kills him. Yep. Lucario already is pretty far ahead on level, so... Any Pokémon that threatens our life here must be eliminated. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. Coco, the fates have decided. I concede, and I apologize sincerely for doubting you. Commander, I know I have no right to ask it of you any longer, but please, use that strength of yours for the sake of the Galaxy Expedition Team. No, for the sake of Celestica, of the Celestica people and all the Pokémon living in history. Don't worry, Commander, we've got the red chain. Nice to see them together like this. It's time to use the red chain. Let's see what it can do. Hold on a sec. My head. Something's talking inside my head. You hold the red chain. Try to catch me, then human. Adaman, what are you saying? What do you mean, catch you? Amaticino? I think Amaticino just spoke to me. Just telling me, you hold the red chain, try to catch me, then human, for the fight to come. Take these. Ooh, I think that's even better balls that I couldn't get yet, but I'm not sure. Might also just be the yellow ones. Yelga and Palkia, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, I guess if I had chosen all of the... if I had chosen Irida, I would have gotten Palkia, maybe. Finally, ha. She caught it. The red chain has shattered, but we owe the Pokémon of the lakes our thanks for getting us this far. Oh, well done, Coco, my girl. Masterfully handled. I was watching the whole time as you battled and caught your way to a simply stunning victory. You truly are the pride of the Survey Corps. It's all because she had me to show her the ropes when she first got here. Wait, it's happening again. I can hear a mighty Sinnoh. No, it's called Dialga. Mighty Dialga speaking to me in my mind. Space-time is torn. Awful power spills forth. The frenzied one comes to fight. Now human, fight it with me. You're telling me there's another one? But the red chain smashed it to bits. No way, even Coco could tackle another Pokemon as strong as the last one now. All of you, we must vacate this. Ah, forget the fancy talk. Book it, come on. We're gonna make it back to the summit camp while we still can. We need to leave before this other mighty Sinnoh decides it wants to fight us. But Commander, we can't just leave it here. Ya dunce. Ya won't be any use to anybody if ya die up here on this mountain. What are ya waiting for? I'm telling ya, we gotta get gone. Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities to serve such a creature. I'm amazed you even managed to stay on your feet before it, Coco. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely that a buildup of the same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokémon into their frenzied states. I can't believe there really were two Almighty Sinnoh after all. Guess that means neither of our clans was really wrong, huh? I must apologize, from the bottom of my heart, to the both of you as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not. You never abandoned your trust in Coco. And to you, Coco, I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition team, forcing you to face great hardships alone. And despite all that, you still strove to save all of Hisui. Well, it's not like we could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift. And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did. Commander, might I suggest we return to the matter at hand? We've left things in quite a state up at the temple. That's the stuff, Mr. Professor. You'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I'd expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. It seems that having Coco about has been a good influence on all. Yeah, thank goodness you were here, huh? We'd have had no chance getting through this disaster without you. We're still not through it. How is she to keep fighting? The red chain has shattered. Relax, I've got a plan, thanks to what Almighty Dialga told me. Dialga, the Pokémon spoke to you? Yeah, and along with its name, it also told me what we need. The Stone of Creation's beginning. The Chain of Red, the vessel of humankind's invention. Unite these three and calm the chaos now pervading space. And finally, Mighty Dialga said it wants to go with us back to the temple. Well, the red chain we have at least, the pieces anyway, I did collect them. And the vessel of humankind's invention, I dare say that might refer to a Pokeball. That's got to be it. But what about that Stone of Creation's beginning part? Leon might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometimes. Is that so? Then Warden Leon will be a fine resource to consult. And what are your thoughts, Professor Leventon? Do you have any idea what the stone could be? Oh, upon my word. Perhaps I do. Coco, my girl, could you lend me those plates you received from Wyrdeer and the others? The ones that Wollo said had messages engraved upon them. Ah, just as I remembered, here on the back of the Earth plate it says, when the universe was created, its shards became displayed. I think this may be a hint to what we need. How do you mean? Don't you see, we must search for stone, or rather ore, I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Leon might know just where to find such a thing. He said he's been investigating it at Wollo's urging. Now that you mention it, that Wollo fellows come around the diamond settlement asking about those plates before too. It seems like a lead worth following. It's decided then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's beginning. Although the name is rather a mouthful, wouldn't you say? I propose we call it Origin Ore. Irida, may we ask you for your clan's aid once more? Of course. I'll call Leon to the summit camp at once. I hope I get like a little break in here. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect, but my invitation just never came. So I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. Now, Adaman, I see all these other louts have their little tasks to be getting on with, but what of the great Melly? Where is my role in all this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader Adaman, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine, your job is to support the others. All the other wardens are busy looking after their nobles and keeping the people of our clans from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Adaman. Oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't you understand anything? Everyone has work they are suited to, and work they are not. And oh, before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grunt. Well done, you. Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the little people. And you're all so little compared to me. I've brought Leanne. Geez, that ugly head suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consulted for my wisdom. Hisui's ores and stones are her precious resource. Since I was the first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should be the first consulted. If you have a problem with it, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Cleaver in battle, with that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me? That bumbling ball is more than capable of zapping both you and that ugly bug of yours all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? Melly, give it a rest and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Adaman! Everyone back home is all worked up about the fact that you were spoken to by Almighty Sinnoh, or Mighty Dialga or whatever. This is the Diamond Clan's day. Be proud. Order Leanne, if you would. Certainly. Then let us set out at once. We make for the primeval grotto. We will be doing that next time, because my voice is about to give out. Already, like, crackled at the edges there for a bit. Oh, someone found my shit. Nice. So yeah, saving here. We will have to arrange our team now that we will have Dialga with us for the next bit, I guess. And yeah, for today, this is going to be it. We've done great strides in the main story and finished at least the research that I was planning to do in this playthrough. Everything now is going to be just like extra icing on top. Yeah. So, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time and have a nice evening.